Hello, physics. This is Miss James. This is the second part of three full parts about how to do data tables and graphs and all that. We, at this point, have asked the question, how does object distance affect image height? We made our table here. We made our sample calculation. And so the next step is to make the graph. So the program we use for graphing is Graphical Analysis. So if you go to your Launchpad, you will find Graphical Analysis up here. So this graph opens. Notice that it looks an awful lot like Logger Pro. In the typical lab, the things you're going to graph is the IV in the x-axis and the dV in the y. So I'm going to go to my data table, copy that data, go back into Graphical Analysis, paste, and then copy this data. Notice that I'm taking the average of all the trials. The individual trial data is not nearly as important as the average of the trials, so I'm going to do Command-C to copy, and then switch over to Graphical Analysis and do Command-V. And Shazam! It actually graphs the data for you. How fabulous is that? You do want to label the axes, and you will be tempted to click here to label the axes. Resist the temptation. Go to the data table and double click on where it says X. Now that X was our object distances. I'm going to short name it DO, and the units are centimeters. Notice that it not only labels it here, it also labels it on the axis, which is fantastic. Okay, and we'll do the same thing for the Y. That was image height. HI, and again, it tries to remind you of the units. And again, it puts it here and here. Okay, now the next thing that most graphs need are a best fit. There are two possibilities here. If the data goes up, you would do a linear fit. Our data does not go up. So we need to click on curve fit and scroll down. Notice that it will graph everything known to mankind, but most of these are not useful to us. The only one that is useful to us is the inverse function. You try the fit. Ooh, nice. It fits well. And then you say, okay. Notice that it puts something here. You can actually, I like to do this, but it may be because my site is going on me. I try to make it a little bit bigger. Okay. Now we need to get a copy of this graph into our spreadsheet. So Command-Shift-4 changes this to a screenshot. So I'm going to screenshot that. Then I got to go back to my spreadsheet. And I'm going to, you can't just drag it in. I'm so sorry. You have to go to Insert, Image, and then go to your Finder. The screenshots typically, yeah, it's right on your desktop, and it's called Screenshot. And here it is. You can mess around with the size of it. The one thing that you should do is rewrite the equation, and Graphical Analysis helps you do this now. It's not just y equals a over x, but what's on the y-axis? What's on the y-axis is hi. And it tells you what a is. A is right here. It's 31. And then you got to divide it by what's on the x-axis, which is, oh yeah, it's DO. Make sure you write that equation. I'm going to shorten that a little bit, and I'm going to probably make this a little bit bigger. That is the graph. And that is a perfectly fabulous data section for a basic lab. Now, in the next video, I'm going to do some more advanced tricks, so you might want to watch that one as well. Okay, thanks guys for listening. Bye.